Ready for baseball here in New York. And today's starter, Max Fried. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
And a foul ball. Now an 0-2 from Fried. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And 1-2.
2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That misses the zone, and the count is even 2-2. And he struck him out. 1 away.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Just missed.
You know, it didn't take Mountcastle long to make a splash at the major league level. In 2021, he became the first rookie to lead the Orioles in home runs since Kurt Blefary in 1965.
The pitch. And it's fouled away. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. In the air, left field, and it falls. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the playbook. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Gunnar Henderson up now, a former Rookie of the Year. He was the first Oriole to win the award in 34. Runner on the go. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Fried out of the stretch, fires. Now one missed. Henderson with a homer in his last game. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Man at first, 1 away. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And there are 2 down.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. 3 for 9 of the series coming in. And that drops in for a strike. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for the Orioles, and now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now in the Bronx. And on the hill, the big righty, Grayson Rodriguez.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
The 0-1.
Ball.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Right down the chute, and the count 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And it's even up.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. 2 for 8 in the series so far. There's a strike. One down, base is empty.
Ball.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it wasn't all whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Here comes Aaron Judge, 4th right now on the American League home run leaderboard. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swinging a foul straight back.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the first. Down in order go the Yankees. We played an inning, no score. Second inning set to go. Here's Adley Rutschman.
Number 35.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Max Fried will go to work. Right through there for a strike.
All right, Boog. So I was scrolling through social media the other day, and a video of Adley popped up. It was a clip of him playing college football for Oregon State. How athletic is this guy? He tackled Stanford great Christian McCaffrey. Seriously, what can't Rutschman do on the field?
Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
And it falls. So a man on base to start the inning. And he's into second with nobody out.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Ramon Laureano.
Laureano comes up to hit. Fastball is outside.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Fouled off down the right side. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Man at second. Just off the inside corner. And the count's even at 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The next pitch misses, and it's 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
First and second, no outs. Next to hit, Jordan Westberg. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Rutschman, the lead runner at second. Laureano at first with no outs. In the air of the infield, and the infield fly is called. Colton Cowser digs in now. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
2 on, 1 out. Outside. Now 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one ran inside, almost got him. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the rubber match of this 3-game series.
Down to 3-2.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Heston Kjerstad in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Good feed, that's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. A nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Next to hit, Heston Kjerstad.
Keep an eye on this at bat because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
What a stop from his knees, the throw. And that's a nice play to end the inning. So they strand 2 after a base hit and an error. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Bottom of the second. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Chisholm Jr.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's got a chance. Stretches out and holds it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Wells went deep in his most recent game. Now it's going to be Austin Wells. Knocked in all 3 of their runs yesterday.
Nope, that's down.
Fastball in for a strike, and a count even 1-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Second inning here, no score. And that's in the dirt. And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over. The throw is late, and they don't get an out on the play.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One down. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Batting over 300 so far this month.
And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
Batting 7th, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Cowser. And he makes the catch. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. No score. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Jorge Mateo.
Free back to work. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Turned on, but foul wide of third. That's inside.
That's inside.
Maximus notches the K. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
And now Ryan Mountcastle, 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch, and he just misses. Mountcastle batting second in today's lineup. What a run over the last 10 as he's hitting over 400 during that span. Up the middle, and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. He kind of muscled that one out there. Didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
And here is Gunnar Henderson. High fly ball, right field. Judge has it sized up. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
And now it's going to be Tyler O'Neill. 0 for 1 so far.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
That one at the knees for a strike. Mountcastle off of first with 2 away. That's in there. 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
The changeup missing, and the count is 1-2. And Fried gets his second strikeout of the game. And the Orioles leave 1. And we're still knotted at 0. Back in the Bronx.
Leading off
now here is
Yankees,
Jason
the left
Dominguez.
fielder, Jason Dominguez.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Kerstad grabs it on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Trent Grisham, the next to hit, takes outside. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. O'Neill makes the grab. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cody
So the batting order
Bellinger.
turns over. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Struck out swinging, leading off the bottom of the first.
You could encounter the great, so you could get shipped and counter the weight, but you counterfeit, I countered your fence like you was straight.
That's outside.
outside.
And that is ball 1. Bounce to the right side. Mateo fires over to first. And Bellinger is out. That is the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. Still no score. Back in the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and That's been true again today.
Swing and a slow roller. And that's just foul.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
One, two now. On a line out towards center. And out number one on the grab.
Up next for the Orioles, the designated hitter, Ramon.
Here's Ramon Laureano. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. One out, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Westberg stands in now, looks at that one inside. Fastball is outside. Two down, nobody on. That's inside, and it's 3-0. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
2 outs. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. And caught on the warning track. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. And midway in the 4th, we're tied 0-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Check swing called strike. 0-1.
You know, these Yankees just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits. So they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Inside, ball 1.
This one in the air. Rutschman has this one sized up, and it's caught for the out.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Here is Aaron Judge. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. There comes an 0-2 to Judge. And that one is inside. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, blowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I'll tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Flied to right his first time. There's the strike at the knees. And that's down and away. Missing inside, and it's 2-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one ripped, but foul. And there's a ball.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch. And I tell you what, he earned that walk.
2 outs, runner at first. And up next for New York, Austin Wells. Reached on an infield single his first time. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw, save!
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Chisholm stands at second with 2 gone. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Man on second, 2 down. Struck him out looking.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off
a
the
pitcher's
Baltimore,
duel so
the center
far. Here's how the
fielder,
starters have
number 13,
performed up to this point.
Kirsten.
Ball
Inside
one on
ball.
a pitch inside.
You know, these Orioles doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
And
Ball
another
three.
ball.
And I think they're in a good
3-0.
spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and
The batter, number
guy at the
3,
plate was not going to help
second
him out
baseman,
by swinging at something out of the zone.
Mateo.
Jorge Mateo now 0 for 2 in this one. Line drive, and it stays fair. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Well, here
The
we
first
are,
baseman,
third time
number
through the
6,
order, and this is
Ryan
where we see the OPS
Mountcastle.
jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And now Ryan Mountcastle. Golden opportunity right here. First pitch
Ball one.
misses. Base runners at second and third here. No outs. Check
That's
swing.
ball two.
He held up. And now 2-0.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Slice to right, down the line, and it's foul. Outside corner, there's a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. And that one's a little bit low. 1-0. Second and third, one away. And we're in the top of the fifth. And fouled off. Check swing called strike. 1-2. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Second and third here. One away. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Ground ball, Goldie. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
The batter, the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tyler O'Neill. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
So 2 down, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Adley Rutschman, a switch hitter batting right. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting, designated hitter Ramon.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Max Fried will give way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the Yankees.
Gets handed the rock out of the pen.
61.
He's making his 4th appearance of the season. First and second, 2 outs. Next is the designated hitter, Ramon Laureano. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 runs for them and they jump ahead. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Orioles 2 and the Yankees nothing. Back for more from the Bronx. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Swings through that.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, these Yankees, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. Stays alive. Up and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two now. Oof. That one went straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay. Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. splits the plate. Strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
One down, base is empty. Ball one there.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. And he swings through that one.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
Ball, that's low.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Yanks held in check. They trail things here 2-0. Top 6 and into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg.
Leading off for the Orioles.
It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Here comes the 0-1. And that is out of play.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Cowser up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 2. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
The 2-1. Inside corner at the knees. That's a strike. Good fastball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Kjerstad up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. That one missed. That one pushed to the left and foul. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And a foul ball. Lifted in the air, right center field. Bellinger makes the play, and that is that. Back at Yankee Stadium, going the bottom six. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. Grisham, a former Gold Glove winner, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2015. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. The 0-1. Slider for a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
And now 1-2. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat.
Bellinger.
And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch swinging.
0-1's the count.
And ball 1. That one is upstairs.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The Yankees down by a pair here in the bottom of the 6th. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
So up next, Anthony Volpe. And first offering is fouled off. Two out, space is empty. And that misses. 1-1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Ground ball up the middle. Jumps, throws. They get the out, and that'll do it. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Orioles 2 and the Yankees nothing.